Hey guys, it's Kayleigh. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about self-tanner because it is one of the most frequently asked questions that I get from you guys. Basically what I use, how do I do it, how do I stay tan. I'm gonna recommend two of them to you guys today. One I don't have with me because I used it all up, and that is why I've been using the second one, which I do like too, and I'll show you guys in just a second. And it's the one that I'm gonna be using today in this video for like a little demo. I'm gonna show you like exactly how I put the tanner on. But my favorite one that I don't have right now that I do love so much is actually called Fake Bake, and you can get it on Amazon, and it's called Flawless Darker. It's in like a silver bottle with purple letters. The reason why I really like Fake Bake is because it is very easy to use. It's just like a spray. You spray it onto the mitt a few times and then you massage it onto your skin, and it doesn't streak or anything like that. It looks very natural. So far I found that that one actually has the least amount of smell to it. So if you wanted to, what you could do is actually just apply it all over and then wear it throughout the day. You know, if you have somewhere to go and you want to be like super tan, then you can just like put that on, wear it, and not really stink too much. It's also very fast drying, which I like, so I can apply it very quickly, like under 5 minutes I can do my entire body. And usually with that one, what I like to do is actually go over a second layer, which is why I end up having to buy it more frequently. But I like to get an even darker tan, so I'll go over with the first layer, let it dry, and then go over with another layer, and then I'm like really dark. But the one I want to talk about today in this video, and by the way neither are sponsored, is this right here. I got this myself at Ulta. It is called St. Moritz. It's an instant self-tanning mousse. So it's different than the spray, but I feel like it kind of gives me that same darkness that I really like, except I only have to do one layer of this, and I'm so dark. It is also cheaper, which is nice. And yeah, I like it. The only thing that I don't like is, again, you know, the smell. Like you're gonna have like a weird smell. So what I do is actually put this on. I didn't do it for this video because I wanted to show you guys in the daylight so you could see me using it in the bathroom. But what I usually do is apply this at night before I go to bed. And make sure you let it dry. So walk around naked or do whatever you gotta do naked. Let it dry first before you put your clothes on, because it can possibly stain your clothes. So I'm just gonna go through the steps of how I like to apply this, okay? So first step is to moisturize and exfoliate. Exfoliate first and then moisturize. I will just do this in the shower. Nico, you're so cute. I don't really have any exfoliators that I use per se. I just kind of like use a bar of soap, and then I like rub it all into my loofah sponge thing, and then I just like rub that all over my body really good. Yeah, I do that first, and then I get out of the shower, I dry off, and I put moisturizer all over my body. I really like the scents from Bath & Body Works. So, I mean, if you guys just have those lotions, you can just put it all over. I mean, whatever is your favorite lotion, just put it all over. And I do that anyway, regardless if I'm gonna tan or not. So I'll just let that soak into my skin. And then, once that's dry, I'll just get butt naked. Not for this video though, but I'll just get butt naked, go into my bathroom, and then I'll do my thing. So I usually like to start by shaking this bottle first, and then I squirt onto the mitt about 2 pumps for each body part. So I'm gonna do 2 pumps for my right arm, and I usually like to start like kind of in the middle of the arm and then work the product through to the front and then to the back, up around my shoulders, underneath the arm too. And so just those 2 pumps is enough to put this all over my entire arm. And I also make sure with whatever's left to blend this onto the top of my hand and around my wrists and stuff like that. So when you moisturize, you definitely want to make sure that you are like hitting extra your wrists, your knees, your ankles, your feet, your elbows, you know, anywhere that you do get really dry, just so that it doesn't have that really weird look where it's like patchy. It doesn't immediately blend in right away. You kind of have to rub it in. So you'll see if you have any spots that you miss, and you'll be able to go over those and make sure that they're covered. So then I like to work on my chest area. Same thing, I just start in the middle, blend it outwards, up onto my neck, along my traps, and then I will put this on my ab area. I found that circular motions blends it in the best, and then I will work my way down to my legs. So again, you're gonna do 2 pumps for, well, my legs are a little bigger now, so what I have to do is actually 2 pumps for each quad and hamstring, and I'll like work it on the quad first, bring it all the way back to the hamstring, and then I'll put a little bit on my glute as well, my butt. I'm like saying all the muscle groups. With whatever's left on the mitt, I'll just work this around my knee. That way there's not too, like what you want to do is avoid using too much product on the areas that you know could potentially be patchy. So whenever you just blend everything all in, then you can use whatever is left to blend in those areas. And that way they still get covered, but you're just making sure that they're not gonna get that patchy look. And then I'll do 1 pump for the bottom part of my leg and my calf, 1 pump again, bottom part of my leg and my calf, and with whatever's left, I'll blend it onto my foot. I don't usually do the back by myself because it is so hard for me to get back there. I have to basically go like this and then reach back and then go like this and pull my arm and reach back. So it's a little more difficult if you're gonna do it by yourself. You can do it though, but it's harder, so I'll usually have Matt do it for me, and he'll like make sure it's nice and even back there, but I'll just do 1 pump for the entire, no, 2 pumps for the entirety of the upper and lower back. So you have to let this dry and give it about 4 to 6 hours before you wash it off. That way you can allow it to sink into your skin and really work. If you wash it off too soon, what's gonna happen is your tan's not gonna stay, it's not gonna last long. You have to also consistently use this. You can't just use it once and then, you know, expect to have like the most amazing tan. What's gonna happen is when you first apply it, you know, you're gonna look really dark, you're gonna be really happy with it, but you're gonna stink. So you have to wash it off, and it'll, like the tan will come off a little bit, you know, when you do that. It's not gonna be as dark. So what you have to do is just consistently use it, you know. I start by doing like maybe 2 or 3 times a week I'll use it, and you're gonna slowly start to build up a tan on your body, and it'll just keep building and building on itself, and you'll slowly over time get darker and darker if you consistently use this. So now I only have to do it like once a week, maybe once or twice a week. So yeah guys, that's what I do. That's what I do for tanning. It's so easy. It takes me like less than 5 minutes when I do it. If you have any questions for me, then you can just leave them down in the comments, and I'll make sure to try and answer as many of you guys as I can. Also, if you have a tanning routine that you really like and you want to tell us about it, you can put that in the comments too. You know, I'm always willing to try out new products, so if there's something that you guys have been liking lately, then let me know. Please give this video a thumbs up before you leave if you liked it. Don't forget to also subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell next to subscribe, so that way you get notifications every time I upload. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.